Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my brand new Let's Play, The Sims 4 Get to Work Let's Play. So I am super excited to be starting this with you guys today. It's been so long since I started an LP that I don't even know how to jump into it. But I guess I'm just going to start by giving a little bit of background to the beautiful Annabelle Cardona, our heroine and main character, for the time being anyways, of our Get to Work Let's Play. So, Miss Annabelle, just to give you a little bit of background, she was born into an average family, a middle class, well off but not terribly well off family, where she was the only child to two very typical parents. I know, sounds kind of boring, but that's kind of what I'm angling for. She really grew up in a situation, in an environment where she felt like nothing she ever did was truly remarkable. She lived in an unremarkable life throughout her childhood and adolescence. She never did anything crazy. She was a good girl. There was nothing that really pushed her to be bad. It wasn't like she was bored. She spent a lot of time, studying, school. She had a few friends that she would hang out with, but for all intents and purposes, she was a good girl and uninterested in going crazy like a lot of people in their early and late adolescence. She enjoyed school and she did well. But the major issue for Annabelle was that she just didn't feel like she had a purpose. She didn't feel like her life really meant anything to her or to the world or to anyone for that matter. And that kind of bothered her. So as she got older, she started looking for things, looking for something to really spark her imagination and make her feel like she had a purpose of some sort. And she found it when she was 16 years old and she came into her first physics class. Anna at that point just was enthralled. She was fascinated by it. And it was then that she knew that science was what she wanted. She didn't care how she had to get there. She didn't care what it would mean or what it would take. That is what she wanted. She knew it at that moment. And like that, she just shot out the window. She completed high school early, graduated from college in record time, with amazing grades and all the honors you could possibly think of. But now she is released into the world. And always very self-confident and self-assured. She feels good, but she has also always been pretty sheltered. Not because her parents necessarily forced her to be enclosed in this kind of bubble that a lot of times parents of an only child will do. I mean, they were fairly free with her. They were, like I said, unremarkable in most senses. But she never really got to experience things. There have been no curveballs really thrown at her at this point. Things have been going well. So now that she's kind of set loose into the world, she has a place of her own. She has this opportunity to study what she wants to and do what she wants to do, to be a scientist and to be all involved in that. Now she has to deal with everything else that's going to be thrown at her too, because we're looking at a girl who has literally no romantic experience, no worldly experience besides, college life. But even then, she lived at home throughout college, so it's not like she really got into anything crazy at college like most youngins do. But I think it'll be interesting to see how she handles things from here. And I thought that this would be a little bit different because usually I do set up more of a dramatic or tragic backstory to kind of give our character a fatal flaw, or a important something, But I think Annabelle's important something is one that she is unbelievably confident. She literally thinks she's invincible, I think. So that can be a little bit abrasive at times in that sense. And 2, she's kind of a blank slate, blank canvas. And it'll be very interesting to see what types of mistakes she makes. So we are just hopping right on into this. I literally have not done anything yet. So the first thing I'm going to do is have her join the scientist career, because that makes sense, doesn't it? We're going to be a scientist, and we will be a lab technician. I'm not going to go through all the little bits and details of The Sims 4 Get to Work. I know it is a new expansion. I know it literally has been out for a week now. I think it has just been 1 week that it's been out. I don't know when this will go up, if this will go up today or tomorrow or what the case may be, but it's Tuesday. No, it's Monday for me. Never mind. I'm stupid. Anyway, I'm not going to go through every little bit in detail of The Sims 4 Get to Work with you guys, because there are plenty of videos for that for you, and that's not really my thing. I would like to divert that to the folks that really want to focus in on that. For me, it's all about the storytelling. It's all about experiencing the game with you guys. I'll be happy to capitalize on some of the things, but I think most of The Sims 4 Get to Work is common knowledge at this point. You know that there are 4 new things, new careers that you can do. Be a detective, doctor, or scientist, or be a store owner. So what we're going to be focusing on in this LP is being a scientist and doing all of that fun stuff. I'm very excited. I have played around with all of the others. I've been a doctor, I've been a detective, and I've owned a business. I haven't gotten to like the max of those yet, but I've done it. I have literally never done the scientist one. So this is going to be new for me, just as it is for you. So this will be really fun. So now Annabelle is a lab technician at Future Sim Labs, and she starts on Monday at 10 a.m. So we literally just have 1 day to kill, which is fine. Actually, that's better than I thought it would be, because usually you have to wait like a couple of days, and that's kind of annoying. So let's see. Oh, it does say work in 2 days. What? I don't want to wait 2 whole days for her to go to work. So to level up, we have to get 2 breakthroughs. Scientific breakthroughs can happen at almost any time that the scientist is in a contemplative state. For example, while gardening, reading, or performing experiments. Gardening, reading, or performing experiments, Lord. Huh! So that's kind of new. I'm assuming that little light bulb thing there is where you could have a breakthrough. That's very, very interesting. What is this? She has a little bar above her head. What's going on? What does that mean? Is she having a breakthrough? This should be very interesting. I'm sure once we go to work the first time, it will kind of talk about that a little bit more. Eureka! Annabelle Cordona has had her first breakthrough and wrote down an idea for the momentum conserver. Click on the notebook button at the top of the phone menu to learn more about it. So let's go do that really quick. Momentum conserver. No ingredients required. Okay, so I'm sure we'll be using that once we do go to work, but for now, I don't think there's really anything we can do with that information. So we're just going to kind of play around a little bit and maybe get her to meet some townies or some people. One thing I do plan to do is import some Sims from the gallery, because that's kind of like my thing, that what I like to do. I don't like to play around with the townies so much as I do like to bring in Sims from the gallery that other people have made, because that makes me feel better than making the Sims myself. If I make the Sims myself, I feel like I'm cheating myself a little bit. So what I wanted to ask you guys is to, oops, sorry, my phone just went off. Is if you guys would be interested in making some Sims for Miss Annabelle Cordona to meet. Now, I believe sexuality-wise, I think Annabelle is kind of fluid. Sexuality-wise, I think she would be the type of lady to go either way. So I encourage you all to make either male or female Sims, or both if you would like. And if you will just upload them with the hashtag, what should I do? Let's do hashtag GTWMS, and we'll do that'll stand for Get to Work My Sims. So hashtag GTWMS. I can't imagine that anybody else is using that hashtag for anything. So hopefully that will work. So I will put that down in the description bar as well. and I will tweet that out as well. So we can do that. I think that'd be fun. I hope y'all will think that that's fun, because I think it would be fun. And I'm going to have a sip of my Red Bull. Because Ma gets thirsty when she starts talking. It's always how it goes. Okay. Now then, that being said, I do think I'm going to send her out and about to do some kind of exploration of our world. We are in Oasis Springs. Is that what it's called? Yes, Oasis Springs, right? I think that's what it's called. Oh, for crying out loud, my. Ah, I'm in good shape. All right. What could we do? We could go to the gym. I see Annabelle being an active person. She's somebody who is very self-assured, yes. But a lot of that confidence stems from the fact that she knows she's an attractive sim. And she likes to stay that way. So, my focused, beautiful lady is going to come and do herself some working outs over here. And get her fitness on. Yes, girl, you get it. You get that booty working. So let's see who is here. I see that we have Nina Caliente here. She's a gorgeous sim. She really is. Over here we've got Jay Huntington III in my own personal gameplay, I guess. My current household, I suppose, if you will. My sim is married to Jay Huntington III and has 2 children with him. So that's kind of an interesting little tidbit. I'm sure none of you care to know, but I just thought I'd mention that. We also have Nina's mama and her sister over here as well. We have Nancy Landgrab, Don Lothario. Ooh, I could see her getting into it with Don Lothario, but you know. He's a gym trainer? I had no idea. But we're going to go introduce ourselves to him regardless. Oh, hi Bella. How you doing? Didn't Bella run off with Don Lothario? Or was that just the suspicion in The Sims 2? Like, I can't remember exactly if they were just... Yeah, that's right, because she was last seen on Don Lothario's deck. Right? Am I right? And then she got abducted by aliens, and then she winds up in Strangeville, Strangetown? I can't remember what it's called. Talk about Sunset Valley? Since when could you do that? Oh, tell a joke about Sunset Valley. How am I just now noticing all these little Easter eggs in this game? My, you are so bad at keeping up with things. Anyway, we're going to focus a little bit more here. Theorize about aliens. That's a new interaction that comes with being a scientist, as you can see. They seem to be fairly receptive to the idea, though, so at least they're not judging her hardcore for talking about aliens like some people might. They seem to be being quite, what's the word? Politically correct about it. There we go. Diplomatic. So let's see. We're gonna ask Don about his career. She seems to have a little bit of an interest in Don, at least to the extent of being friends with him, because he seems to be he seems to have a similar stylization to my dear Annabelle. Just a little bit. They seem to have similar taste in colors, I would say. So let's just converse with him for a little bit. It's important that she gets to know some of the people around here, because she really is on her own. She moved out, she moved across the world. I wouldn't say across the world, but like across the country to be in kind of the central hub of the science field. And so here she is, and she's alone, so it's important that she starts to meet some people and gets out there a little bit. So we're going to tell him a funny story. We're going to give him a hug, I guess. That might be kind of awkward at first, but I don't know. I like hugs. I don't know of anybody that I have hugged the first day I met them, though. I really don't think I've ever done that. That's interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. That's not something you do. Like, a hug is kind of personal, right? It's kind of intimate to an extent. Not necessarily romantically intimate, but it is intimate. All right, so clearly we are done talking to him. So why don't we get her to do a little bit more working out? Not that she needs to lose weight or anything, but I think it's something that she cares about. So we'll get her finished up here in just a second. And then I'm gonna have her come and take herself a shower. Alrighty. That way she can be nice and freshly deadly. Freshly deadly. I'm so dumb sometimes, y'all. Like, seriously. Can y'all tell I'm kind of tired? Because I am. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and send her home. That's all we're going to do for today. I kind of almost want to just pause for a second. And let's see, how much time are we at? I can't even see my thing. It looks like we're at about 15 minutes, though. So maybe what I'll do is just stop right here. Hey guys, so we are back again, and we actually, while we were away, or while you guys were off camera, or while I was off camera for that matter, I don't know how to speak English anymore. My dear Annabelle had her second breakthrough, and let me go ahead and bring that up really quick. She had a breakthrough for synthetic food, which I thought was interesting. So you need 2 of any plant. Oh, okay, so this is a serum, and this is an invention. So that should be interesting. I don't know where we'll get all that. I suppose we'll learn more about that once we go to work. We still have several hours before we have to be at work, but I thought I'd go ahead and come back into it. I'm going to have her serve herself some breakfast just because I want her to have something to eat when she gets home from work later, because I'm sure she will be hungry. I'm sure it's not very easy to keep. I know it can be quite tough to keep everything, all the needs up while they're at work with the whole get to work thing. But we will see. Sorry, my earbuds are like, they're kind of bothering me. I got these new ones and I don't know how I feel about them so far, because so far they're so big that they're hurting me, but there's no other size, unfortunately. So I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll see. I suppose we'll find out. But anyway, not that y'all needed to know anything about that. Any hoozle, my diesel. Let's get back into this. She's not really doing much of anything. Still have 2 freaking hours to kill. So maybe we'll go talk to these people up the street. Let's go introduce ourselves to Nancy Landgrab. I don't play much with the Landgrabs in this game. In the previous games, I would talk to the Landgrabs a lot. Like, I really was quite interested in the Landgrabs. Now I'm more interested in the Calientes. Like, I have my Sims interact with them a lot more than I do the Landgrabs. That was weird. Do you ever sometimes feel like you feel a spider web, but then you don't? I don't know. That might just be me. I might just be a little crazy. But I do. I feel like sometimes I feel spider webs, and they're not there. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have admitted that on public camera. Oh my. Alrighty, so we're literally about to be going to work. I'm just going to zoom through so we can get our butts there already. That's what we've been waiting for this whole time. Here we go. Let's go. We're on our way. I've never even seen like the lot for the scientist career, so this should be very, very interesting. I'm very excited. Alright, welcome to Future Sim Labs. You'll be quite busy conducting essential experiments, researching new technology, and maybe even interacting with alien life. It is your job to leverage potent scientific equipment for the purposes of good, we hope. Well, welcome. Oh my god, I love her little lab suit. Look at her. You look so sharp. You look so perfect. I love it. Okay. All right, Miss Scientist. Okay, so what do we do? Invent the momentum conserver. Practice analysis and ask coworker for crystal. Select a coworker, ask for crystal. Coworkers sometimes carry crystals they can share. Friends are more likely to share than enemies. Alrighty, so how do we invent? So we're going to go and invent the momentum conserver. That's one of our little tasks. If y'all are not familiar with Get to Work at all, you haven't seen any Get to Work gameplay, when you're at work, you have a little thingy like this. It basically acts as if the same way that weddings and dates and stuff like that and parties act, where you have certain tasks you need to complete, and that will set your score for the day. So you only have 8.5 hours at work, though, or maybe I think it's not. You're at work for 9 hours, typically, and that's your time to really get things done. I've noticed for the doctor career that often in time that's not nearly enough time, but we will see how it is for scientist career. But this looks very interesting. It's like she's talking to the device. This reminds me way too much of Portal. No, Gladys, you will not have me. No, that's exactly what this reminds me of. And I wonder if they're trying to make it that way, because it really does look like Gladys. Okay, so we invented a momentum conserver. Turn it on and watch it spin. Drag the momentum conserver off the invention and carry it around. Okay. To place in sim inventory. I'm trying. Hello. Thank you. All right, so we'll put it in our inventory, and then we will put it here maybe and turn it on. Ooh. How cool is this? So let's go and view it. Oh, and it's got a little scientist thingamabobber. That's so cute. All right. And as you can see, doing these little things increases our little bars up there for our performance. So I'm going to put this back in our inventory. Have her go pee really quick since she needs to. And ask a coworker for a crystal. So I'm going to go ahead and do that once she's finished. We'll go introduce ourselves to this lovely lady here. What is your name? Desiree Jameson. Hello, Desiree. Lovely lady. I'm going to ask her for a crystal. Sure, have some extra crystals lying around. Here you go. Oh my god, we got it. She just handed us a diamond. What the hell? I'm sorry, but I would not hand someone a diamond. I know that might sound selfish of me, but tell me if any of y'all would just hand somebody a diamond like that, because that I think is a uniquely Desiree thing to do. So it tells us to chat with the invention constructor robot for 10 minutes. So we did that. Now it says to chat with Desiree Jameson. So I guess we're just getting paid to talk to people today, or robots for that matter. We're gonna tell her a joke, and then we'll practice some analysis, since that's another task we need to do. We need to mix the synthetic food serum, so I'm going to harvest everything over here. And congratulations on starting off your element collection. Oh, interesting. Oh, she found an... Oh, okay, I get it. Why don't you come... Ooh, juicy gossip? She's turned on by some juicy gossip. That's very interesting. I'm going to have her water this garden because this garden looks disgusting right now. Let's go ahead and make sure everything is Gucci in the gardening department. And then we can synthesize a food serum, which I'm excited about, but only after we take care of these poor plants because, hello, they look like a mess. You will also have the option to stay late if you so desire. I'm not going to have her stay late today because we've already maxed her out. She's good to go. And there's not anything very, very interesting that we're doing right now here at work. So I'm going to just let her go on home once we finish up here. I'm sorry if y'all see me like getting up in your face, but I'm like checking the time to make sure we don't go over time. But Annabelle did a fantastic job today. It won't be long before the academic prestige and scientific achievements arrive. She's been promoted to an apprentice inventor and will make an additional $9 per hour for a grand total of $35. We got new clothes, Journey to the Stars, not sure what that is, and a little bit of a bonus. So we earned $305 today, which I think is fabulous for just starting off your career. So the one really nice thing about these new get to work careers is that you make a lot more money in them, I have noticed, than you do in the normal careers. So I guess these are considered professions, and then the other ones are considered to be careers, like the business career and stuff. And I have noticed that you definitely make more money much quicker in these careers, but it also takes a lot more time and effort. So I guess it balances out at the end of the day. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this part up right here. I think we started off on a good foot, but it is a very blank slate at the moment. So I would love to hear you guys' comments and suggestions down below in the comment box. Start writing up your ideas, guys, because, you know, as always, I like to make sure that these LPs are as driven by your ideas as they are mine. So definitely leave me any twists and turns you come up with, anything, you know, you would like to see. Of course, use the hashtag GTWMS for your Sims that you upload to the gallery, and make sure you share them to the gallery. Otherwise, I won't be able to see them. Any Sims that you guys want to upload and would like me to use in this LP, and I will be more than happy to actually, you know, shout you guys out for the Sims that I do choose to use. So male or female Sims, anything you want, however you like them to look. I mean, they could be friends, they could be romantic interests, potentially. Who knows? I'm just really excited to kind of do something that would involve you guys a little bit more. So please do upload your Sims to the gallery with that hashtag. Again, it is hashtag GTWMS for Get to Work My Sims. It's like you're telling me to get to work. Anyway, I'm going to stop being goofy. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys in the next part of whatever I make. Bye, guys. Mwah.